What it do, homie? So we are back with something interesting. Warhammer has released the another cinematic trailer for the Horus Heresy. Now, I do have a reaction to, I guess you would call it the original one, right? Because I'm not sure if this is a remake or if it's just another take on telling the story of, the attempted overtake of the Emperor by Horus. Either way, new cinematics, right? We love those. Let's go ahead and shut up and turn it up.
I was there when he painted this. An oddity among his schematics and calculations. Yet, this seemed to help him. A way he could express the enormity of his plan. Not if the legions are successful. It depends on how deep the rot goes.
What was that you just destroyed? Goodness. That thing looked like it's at least 500 points. On the table.
The attack failed.
How many?
Half of the legions now stand with Horus.
You're surprised?
In the end, I suppose not. Do you wonder if they might be right? Many will sympathize with their rebellion.
I am the Emperor's spear. What I think doesn't matter.
What now, then?
We make ready for a war that may never end.
You know what, guys? I'm sitting here, I'm looking at this, and God, dude, this render is so beautiful. And I know it takes them a very long time to put out cinematics, specifically because of all the detail that's just in Warhammer in general. But this is probably like the cleanest, if you will, that I've seen. Well, personally, that I've seen in Warhammer cinematics, of kind of super over the top wires and stuff coming from their heads that make some type of realistic sense, right? Not just wires from the foreheads. I was hoping that they showed, Horus, because I know he got like a million tubes coming out of his face. They might do it here at the end. Let me see.
War that may never end.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, regardless, we still got some more peak cinematic stuff from Warhammer, and I'm all down for that. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this. I do know that sometimes in these cinematics, they show animations, more like official animations, by their team, of some figures, some characters and everything that hadn't had animations before. So we can kind of expand on, the lore or how they would act in combat, as opposed to like the original creators, you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the most exciting things about watching these cinematics, because we have our audio books, we have our games and stuff like that. That's of course made by, who owns the original IP, right? Warhammer, that owns Games Workshop, that owns it and everything. But sometimes, man, it just doesn't it's not the same as like watching a cinematic, because you're just like, oh man, I know he could do that, but looking at that in action, that's crazy. But anyways, let me know what y'all thought about the cinematic trailer down in the comments. Dave's out.